Why do 70% of men seem to need a GPS for their emotions? It's a question that has puzzled many, and today we're going to explore the depths of this mystery. Emotions can be a complex terrain for anyone, but for men it often seems like navigating an uncharted map. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating psychology of men. We'll uncover why emotions can be such a labyrinth for them and how they communicate differently. Understanding these aspects can help bridge the gap in relationships and foster better connections. Picture this. You're sharing your day's highs and lows and he's nodding along, but his eyes say error 404, emotions not found. It's a common scenario that many women experience. But what if we told you that this isn't a sign of disinterest? Instead, it's a reflection of how men process emotions differently. It's not that he doesn't care. In fact, men often care deeply. But their way of showing it can be different. They might not always have the words to express their feelings, but their actions can speak volumes. Men are often conditioned from a young age to see emotional expression as a no-no. Society teaches boys to be tough, to hold back tears, and to man up. This conditioning can make it challenging for men to openly express their emotions as adults. Think of it as the man-up syndrome. This societal expectation can create a barrier to emotional expression, leading men to suppress their feelings. Over time, this can become a deeply ingrained habit, making it difficult for them to open up. Now, when men do express emotions, it's often through actions, not words. They might show their love and care by doing things for you, like fixing things around the house or taking on projects. These actions are their way of communicating their feelings. So if he's fixing things around the house or planning date nights, that's his way of saying, I care. These gestures are his language of love, and recognizing them can help you understand his emotional world better. And what about communication styles? Men and women often have different ways of communicating, which can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. Understanding these differences can improve your interactions and strengthen your relationship. Men typically go for the direct approach. Think of it as their way of cutting to the chase. They prefer straightforward communication, focusing on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. This approach can sometimes come across as blunt, but it's their way of being efficient and clear. No beating around the bush, just straight-up solutions. This problem-solving mindset is a key aspect of how men communicate. They want to fix things and find resolutions, which can sometimes make them seem less empathetic. However, it's important to recognize that this is their way of showing they care. It's like their brains are wired to solve problems, not dwell on them. This can be both a strength and a challenge in relationships. While their focus on solutions can be helpful, it can also make it difficult for them to simply listen and empathize without trying to fix things. Then there's the independence factor. Men often value their independence and need time alone to recharge. This need for space can sometimes be misunderstood as aloofness or disinterest, but it's actually a way for them to maintain their well-being. Men love their freedom and space. This doesn't mean they don't value their relationships. Rather, they need time to themselves to process their thoughts and emotions. Giving them this space can lead to a healthier and more balanced relationship. It's not aloofness, it's just their way of recharging. Just like everyone needs time to relax and unwind, men often find solace in solitude. This time alone helps them to come back to their relationships with renewed energy and focus. Give him room to breathe, and you might find he's more engaged when he's around. When men feel supported in their need for independence, they are more likely to be present and attentive in their relationships. This balance can lead to a more fulfilling connection for both partners. Society's pressures to be the strong provider can also weigh heavily. Men often feel the burden of being the primary provider, which can add stress and pressure to their lives. This responsibility can sometimes make it difficult for them to focus on their emotional needs. But here's the twist. Many men are now redefining masculinity, balancing strength with vulnerability. The modern man is learning that it's okay to show emotions and seek support. This shift is helping to break down the barriers that have traditionally held men back from expressing their feelings. It's a brave new world as men embrace a more balanced approach to masculinity. They are finding new ways to connect with their emotions and communicate more openly. This evolution is leading to healthier relationships and a deeper understanding of themselves and others. So next time your guy seems distant or less expressive, remember it's not about you. It's important to recognize that his behavior is often a reflection of his internal struggles and societal conditioning. By understanding this, you can approach the situation with empathy and support. It's about unlearning years of societal programming. Men are on a journey to break free from the traditional expectations that have shaped their behavior. This process takes time and patience, but it can lead to a more authentic and fulfilling way of being. Understanding these quirks can turn relationship puzzles into pieces fitting perfectly together. By recognizing and appreciating the unique ways men express their emotions and communicate, you can build a stronger and more harmonious relationship. Let's keep unraveling the mystery. The journey to understanding men is ongoing, and there's always more to learn. By staying curious and open-minded, you can continue to deepen your connection and create a more meaningful relationship. Remember, every relationship is unique, and what works for one couple might not work for another. The key is to communicate openly, support each other, and embrace the journey of discovery together. Take the time to understand each other's needs and perspectives. This mutual understanding can lead to a more compassionate and loving relationship. Celebrate the differences and find joy in the journey. Every step you take towards understanding each other brings you closer and strengthens your bond. Embrace the adventure of learning and growing together. Relationships are a continuous journey of discovery, and each moment is an opportunity to deepen your connection. Keep exploring, keep communicating, and keep loving. The mystery of men is not something to be solved, but rather a beautiful journey to be experienced together. Together you can create a relationship that is rich with understanding, compassion, and love. The journey may have its challenges, but the rewards are worth it. So let's continue to unravel the mystery of men one step at a time. With patience, empathy, and love, you can build a relationship that is truly extraordinary. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Stay tuned for more insights and tips on building strong, healthy relationships. Until next time, keep exploring, keep connecting, and keep loving. The mystery of men is a journey worth taking, and together you can create a beautiful and fulfilling relationship.